Today for Maker Monday, we are going to make this beautiful paper straw tulip. So to make this craft, we will need some straws, ideally green if you have them, some different colors of paper, including some green. You'll also need a pair of scissors, some glue, and a hole punch if you have it. You also might want a pencil or marker to do some tracing. So first, let's make our template. So that is where we make the design of the tulip on one piece of paper so that we can trace it and do that on all pieces of paper to make a few different tulips that all look the same. So I've made what I want my tulip to look like, and you can see there are tips on it. Do you know how many there are? Let's count them together. We've got 1, 2, 3 tips on this tulip. So that's what I'm going to use to make all my tulips. Next, you would need to grab a piece of paper. So what color do you want your tulip to be? I'm going to make mine yellow. So I've got some yellow paper. Now I'm going to use my template and I'm going to trace this onto the paper. So grab that pencil if you have it or marker and do your very best tracing. Almost there. So when I take this away, it should look like a tulip. Now don't worry if it's not perfect. You can fix it when you cut the tulip out. That looks pretty similar. I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm going to cut this out. Here we go. Just along the line that I traced. Almost there. Perfect. Get this out of the way. I've got 1 tulip. You can do that with as many pieces of paper as you like. We're just going to make 1 for now. Now we need to do some folding. I'm going to call this accordion folding. We're going to fold this tulip up so it's scrunched up like this one. Ideally, if you can do 4 folds, that would be the best. Or if your tulip's a little small like mine, you can just do 3. So I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to do 1 fold, just a little bit up. See that? Then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to fold that piece up. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to do that again on this side. I think I can actually fit 4 accordion folds here. So that was 3. Almost done. Last fold. There we go. Now it's all scrunched up. We're going to keep it scrunched up to make our hole with our hole punch. So mine's a little bit small, so I might need to do a few holes here. We want it to be big enough for the straw to fit through. So do you think the straw can fit through that hole? Not yet. So I'll do a few more. Your hole punch at home might be a bit bigger, so you might only need to do 1 punch. The straw can almost fit through. Maybe you could ask a parent to help you with this if it's a little bit difficult at home too. Okay, let's see if my straw can fit through now. I'm going to put the straw all the way through so it pokes out a little bit. And then I'm going to extend my tulip down the straw. There we go. So now we want to add our green leaves. That's where you might want to grab some green paper if you have it. And we're just going to cut out some really thin green leaves to glue to the bottom. And again, if you want them to look the exact same, you can do the same thing we did with our tulip. You can make a template and then trace that on. I'm just going to estimate how I'd like my tulips to look here. So I've got some leaves. I'm just going to put them on my straw. I'm going to add a little bit of glue. One drop. 2 drops. And you can stick them wherever you'd like on the straw. I'm going to put one up here maybe, and one down here. And then we're going to let that dry. When you're done, I made a few here, you will have a beautiful tulip bouquet. Just like that. And once my yellow one's dry, I will add that to my tulip bouquet. We hope you have fun making this, and maybe you can go and give it to someone special too. It's a beautiful flower bouquet. Okay, we hope you enjoyed this Maker Monday craft, and we'll see you next week for another idea.